Well, good morning, everyone, and thank you for staying the distance to this last day of our conference. But it's a work in progress at the moment in terms of what I'm talking about, because the information is just coming in as we speak in terms of what's been happening. And I also received an email at about 1:30, mine was, so she obviously continued to work. But I'd like to start by paying my respects to the traditional owners of this land, which we have been privileged to meet on over this last week. The Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, their elders past and present. I also acknowledge any Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people with us today and Indigenous peoples from other countries. And I think we really do need to acknowledge the privilege of being here in this wonderful location and on their land. And I'd also like to say good morning to distinguished guests, organising committees, World Federation, all those people that Helen went through just recently, including people who've been working on our booths outside as well, because there's been lots of interaction there during the week. My job has been to not only reflect, take a moment today to reflect on what's been happening this week, because there has been so much happening, so it's a little window to sort of think back over the time. And I think the major theme is, well, we've done a lot, we've interacted, we've heard a lot, and it's really our collective being here that's really made this conference so powerful. We are collating information from the tweets, from the media, from the rapporteurs' reports, from the abstracts, pulling it together to develop a Melbourne Congress statement or report, and we want this to be a really useful thing for you to be using to advance public health in your location, using it for teaching, using it to talk to your boss, using it to talk to colleagues, the media and so on. So we're trying to capture this. We all get little snippets of bits and pieces. We can't go to everything. So this is an opportunity to pull it all together. I'll recap on a couple of points, but I would encourage you to send through your ideas still on the rapporteur's form that's still on the app for the conference. If you can't find that, just send us an email so that what are the key learnings from you or key points that have been made out of this conference. And as I said, I'll just go through a couple. Certainly we've been reminded of the importance of the Sustainable Development Goals. They are a steering guide for us going to the future, and we need to think of how health is impacted by all of those development goals and how we can position health within those goals. So that's a key challenge for us going forward. Clearly, the protection of the natural environment and promotion of health of the ecosystem was a major theme because it is so essential for human well-being. We need to keep a focus on equity in access to opportunity and resources, and also reduction in wealth inequities. We've been reminded of the importance of arms control in relation to maintaining health during the week, and we've had some pretty stark examples of that happening during the week, which is very sobering, of course. Corporations need to be held responsible and accountable, and Rudiger Kresch reminded us of the need for governments to set the policy agenda within which we all operate. We also need to be better at promoting new measures of human prosperity that truly reflect well-being. How can we do our jobs better? So there have been many ideas, suggestions, quotes, tweets during the week that we've reported. And so just a little snapshot of those, because we don't want the ideas just to stay here. We want them to go out in the report, but we're also wanting them to go out in the media, in politics and so on. So many thanks to our enthusiastic speakers who also engaged with media in various ways during the week, and our incredibly energetic tweeters. We've succeeded in getting those messages out, discussed, onto the public and political agendas. So I think a good round of applause for everyone involved, please. I think anyone who can push, what was it, those boxes off on the wrestlers off by lunchtime on Monday and stay trending for most of the week, I think we really do need to be recognised for our work in that. But thank you to the speakers in particular. They rearranged their days, got up early, went to bed late to do our media interviews during the week. And some of the highlights of that, Mike Daub was discussing plain packaging of cigarettes with talkback callers on ABC Radio. Martin McKee asking why we've become enemies of the state on national radio. Why are we? Good thinking. Raina McIntyre revealed that new influenza strains have been appearing faster than ever. Her story ran in Australian newspapers, then spread across the world. So getting that information out is incredibly important. Summer Finlay made sure that Australian media paid attention to Indigenous issues. She's always high energy on that, and we'll hear a little bit more from her in the presentation. Australia's top current affairs programs got the inside story on terrible news about Syria, and thanks to Paul Walker, who spent Wednesday dashing from studio to studio to really getting out that public health message there. John Matthews warning of the dangers of overuse of CT scans, and 50 stories were featured in over 25 media releases across the media team. So thank you, everyone. Social media, 4,000 people tweeted using the Congress hashtag, 4,000. So we are 2,000, double that. So we really got that message out. 30,000 tweets during the week, making 1 million impressions. So if somebody wants to say to you, oh, what was that junket down in Melbourne that you went on last week? What'd you do there? You say, we really made an impact. We got that public health message out and we will take it forward. So what a huge effort, and I think we all need to be energised by that. Thank you finally to all of our speakers. We've been provided with a range of opportunities to ensure everyone can engage. We've had plenaries, we've had world leader dialogues, panels, workshops, concurrent sessions, storytelling, the yarning circle and so on. A whole heap of ways of interacting and engaging. So think about what are the messages you're going to take back. Was it the really good party? Yes, it was a really good party. Good food, interactions, but also what are the one or two key messages that you can take back from this Congress that you're going to commit to taking forward as a public health issue. So, collation of ideas, it'll take a little while to pull those ideas together, so be a bit patient. We've all got day jobs to go back to and they've been waiting and it's been accumulating, so we'll sort through that. But we are very conscious we want to make the report back timely so that you can use it in your advocacy efforts, in your teaching the next generation and the influence that you can wield going forward on public health. So thank you for your participation. Stay tuned for the report and enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you.